In this short video, we're going to be considering the vocabulary of subtraction. We're going to be looking at the word minuend, subtrahend, and difference. Let's imagine we have a bag of marbles. Our bag of marbles contains 5 marbles. It is going to be our starting number. We're going to take some marbles out of this bag. But to begin with, we have 5 marbles. Now, we're going to take out or subtract some marbles from this bag. I've taken these 2 marbles out of the bag. I have subtracted 2 marbles. And there are 3 marbles left. In this equation, the 5 is my starting number, the number I had to begin with. It is called the minuend. It is the number that we will take away from. Then, this number here is a number that I am taking away. We call that the subtrahend. The subtrahend is the number that we are taking away. And here we have 3. So in this case, is a number of marbles left over. The number here is called the difference. So we have 3 parts to our subtraction: the minuend, the subtrahend, and the difference. In our bag of marble context here, which part of that does the 5 represent? Which part does the 2 represent? And what part does the 3 represent? Hopefully you said the 5 was how many marbles we had to begin with, the 2 was how many marbles we took away, and the 3 represents the number of marbles that we had left. Now let's consider how this marble context translates or can be represented as a part-part whole model. In our part-part whole model, we have the whole. This 5 represents the total number of marbles we had to begin with. It is our minuend. From this 5, we subtracted 2 marbles. When we subtract 2 from 5, our difference is 3. So we can say that 5 subtract 2 is 3. Our minuend is 5. Our subtrahend is 2. And our difference is 3. Of course, we could also say 5 subtract 3 is 2. So in this instance, 5 would remain our minuend, but now 3 is our subtrahend, and our difference is 2. Obviously, as we move into key stage 2, we deal with larger numbers. Obviously, in key stage 2, we deal with often larger numbers. Take this context, for example. Here we have a measuring jug that contains 449 millilitres of liquid. We're going to pour some liquid out of this container into this container until it gets to the 200 millilitre line. So we are pouring out 200 millilitres. We can represent this as a subtraction equation. Our minuend would be our starting amount, our whole. We are going to be pouring out or taking away or subtracting 200 millilitres. So 200 millilitres is our subtrahend. And now the amount left over in here after we have taken out 200 would be our difference. At the moment, we don't know what that is. We would need to calculate it. Given the numbers we have, there is no need to use column subtraction because we can simply use our place value. We can see that we have no 1s and no 10s, but we do have 200s. And we can take 200s away from 400, so we know that our difference is 249 millilitres. So, what does the 449 represent? What does the 200 represent? And what does the 249 represent? Hopefully you said that the 449 was the amount of liquid we started with in this container. 200 was the amount we poured out. And the 249 would be the amount of liquid left in this container after we had poured the 200 millilitres out. 449 was our minuend, 200 was our subtrahend, and 249 was our difference. Here we have another subtraction equation. In this case, we wouldn't use our place value knowledge to do the subtraction, we would use column subtraction. Again, this number is our minuend, it is the number we are going to be taking away from. This number is our subtrahend, the number we are subtracting or taking away. And our answer to our subtraction is our difference. So, in our column subtraction, the top number is our minuend and the bottom number is our subtrahend. This is always the case. The difference would be written here. So our difference is 2,889. So what are the names of the three parts? This is our minuend, this is our subtrahend, and this is our difference.